here on our piece of land, our property just past Buddha Park here in Vientiane in Laos, and I've come camping for the night, as you can see, and I'm hoping I'm able to get some work done before it gets too dark. I've got some mixing of cement to do, as well as a few bases of pillars to construct. So I'm hoping that by the end of this evening at least the bases will be done, and I'll have something to show you next time. Very cool. My first time out. I've been here now in Laos for 5 years, wanting to go camping forever, but yeah, I've finally gotten around to it, so here I am. Woo! Thanks for joining me. Alright, before I get any further, I thought I'd mention I'm quite certain that my car, this very car right here, is most likely the inspiration for all of Bob Marley's music, if you get my drift. Anyway, I can't afford anything better at this point in time, so I shouldn't complain. Alright, my baby. I've finally gotten those 3 bases in, so we'll be ready to start making our posts next week. Hopefully soon enough I'll be able to have the place fenced off and I can get my dog in here, at least to join me for while I'm camping. Anyway, just to give you a look around. So there's the campsite. There we go, sorry. Very basic, but that's me. The PLC. Let me have a look at the bases that I've just gone and made. Right, there's the one. So this is going to be on the one side of the gate. It's going to be a sliding gate that's going to be put in eventually. And here's another. As I said, it's just a base. Next I'll be making a pillar. And the next one's over here. Now we had originally paid for 6 posts, and 4 of them got nicked. All we have left are the 2, but at least they seem to have remained, so I only need to make a few more. Now here's the next one, right there. Oh, god damn it, fucking hot, man. I've been creating some electricity with the inverter using my car as a generator, and at least that's given me the ability to mix the cement with a paint mixer, which really does make a big difference. Anyway, so here's one of the 2 that haven't been nicked. That's one pillar / post, and we have another one over there. Good boy. I still have quite a bit of cleaning up to do later, but at least for now it's chilled. I quite like it out here. At least I don't have anybody else bothering me for the most part, and yeah, it's just me and nature. If I can dig it out here, if I can take a look around. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it is absolutely beautiful out here. It's just unfortunate the camera doesn't do it justice, and I'm not the best cameraman either. And let's see, maybe over this side. So it's mostly farmland around. There are a few plots that have been sold. Mostly, I think they're only going to be used for cattle for grazing. However, I do see there are a few houses up around. After I've finally got a wall constructed, is that cement? Yeah. I don't even have running water out here, so it's going to be a mission taking a shower just now I'm gonna be giving myself a sponge bath. Sorry, where was I? So, there are a few houses that have been built around, but for the most part, we're way out of the city out here, which is the way I like it. And, very soon, well, hopefully very soon, I'll be able to start the country. My mouth is going so dry. I need to take a sip of water or some Pepsi because I've been working hardcore. And as you can see, the sweat is never ending. And, the temperatures here are quite unreasonable at times, especially for someone like me. If you have a look, I'm quite the hairy bugger, so I die on a daily basis. Oh fuck, have a look at this. Oh crap. Okay, obviously we won't be able to see it properly, but the setting sun looks absolutely beautiful with the naked eye. It's a pity that the camera doesn't do it justice. Maybe there's a filter I can use. Not right now anyway. Right, well, I've still got to get to drinking and eating something. I reckon maybe for the time being I'll just quickly have a smoke, take a sip of some water, and we'll figure it out from there. Definitely need to start a fire at some point soon. Using one of my roots. Must have tripped over it earlier, because I just set it back. At least now that the sun's setting, I'm not working anymore. It shouldn't be as much of an issue. Oh, not even in the shot. My God, sorry guys. See if I can adjust this angle quick. Apologies. Alright, I'm gonna make myself a smoke and chill. Well, thanks for joining me. God, put this up every once in a while. Does you the weather wonder? Oh, what am I doing? Show you how tired I am. Alright, let's make some. Come on, baby. And I have to give a shout out, not a sponsor or anything, but one of my favorite packs of smokes here in Laos, just because of the cost. I mean, seriously. This over here is Johnny. Meet Johnny and his friendly little baby. Alright, so a pack of smokes like this costs, god damn it, it's about 5,000 kip, which works out to what, about 10 cents a pack on the dollar. It's not bad. Quite like it. I mean, if you compare the cost of living everywhere else. God damn it. Even just saving on this might be worth moving to Laos for. So the thing is, here in Laos, everything's very slow-paced. Very slow-paced. And a big part of that is because of the way that things work here. Unfortunately, Laos is very much, I want to say, a fourth world country. I mean, I come from South Africa, where we weren't too well off. I'm from a middle income family, but middle income still means month to month back home. And I'm still living month to month at the moment. You can tell by my car. However, yeah, as far as living expenses goes, living here in Laos is so much more worthwhile. Your dollar stretches a lot further. And yeah, okay. I have to say, if you're planning on coming, you better come loaded. Because even though a lot of things are quite cheap here, a lot of things are also quite expensive, especially being a foreigner. You'll see, unless you've lived here for a while like myself and get to learn the language, you get taken for a ride at every turn. And they'll ride you till you're fucking dead. That's my experience. Alright, enough from me for now. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, the sun's busy setting. It has been for a while. It looks a lot darker than it does on the camera. Hang on, I've got it facing the wrong way. Right, just up there. Jeez, my camera looks a lot brighter than what the light really is at the moment over here. Yeah, thought I'd capture a few moments before it gets too dark, because I do have a light with me. However, obviously, natural light's always better, and I would like you to see what is to see around, although, as I said, the camera just doesn't do it justice. See if I can at least kind of get a shot of the sky as it is. No. There we go, that's better. Okay, so what you see there, that's more or less how dark it is here at the moment, the bottom half anyway. Unfortunately, I think the HDR is not helping me at this point. Well, it is and it isn't. For what I want, it's not. But anyway. Okay, you guys join me for a bit. I'm just going to park off once again and smoke. I'm going to move my chair a little bit closer, so hopefully if I talk you won't struggle to hear me. Anyway, just give me a minute. I'm just gonna sit with you guys, and hopefully at least the HDR will start taking or having less of an effect, because it is getting quite dark already. I can't believe how bright it looks on the camera, on the screen. Yeah, unfortunately it just isn't doing it justice. Hang on, let's see if I can turn HDR off. Must be a way. Yeah, maybe I've got to stop it first. Okay, that's better, I think. I like it. Alright. Not too dark at the moment. Hang on. maybe now I might be able to show you what I see. Oh, God. No. Alright. For my eyes only then. Try and get the car in the shot as well. There we go. And if you were here right now, you'd smell a very strong farm smell in the air. You can definitely smell cattle in the area. You can hear them from time to time on the camera, I'm sure. Alright, so here in Laos, even in the city, it's very common to have cattle walking around outside your gardens, and for the most part, a lot of the Lao roads are all dirt, so it makes sense for them to think, okay, no, it's fine. But I mean, even in Vientiane capital, you'll find a lot of cattle on the road, and I mean, yeah, even though it's a city and it's the capital city, it still does have very much a small town feel to it, which is obviously partially why I like it. As much as I like the big cities, as far as financials are concerned, and every other aspect, I don't. Like noise pollution, traffic, oh god damn it, traffic's a nightmare. At the moment, I have a boarding student staying with me, and I take him to and from school. I take him to wherever he needs to go, help him with whatever homework he needs to have done, and yeah, at the moment he's my only source of income. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with this. I was going somewhere. Right, financials. So, yeah, financially I'm very unsteady at the moment, and I have been for quite some time. I mean, I came to Asia thinking, alright, I'm going to coin it, and I did it first, but after my wife asked me to marry her, I came to Laos expecting, okay, no, it's going to be a little while, but I'll manage to make it work. However, I'm fucking dying here. Anyway, yeah, on the way to school in the mornings, traffic is a bitch. Oh my god. I'm grateful not to be teaching at a formal school anymore, and I really hope to stop teaching altogether, because honestly, I've had the worst experiences here in Laos. China was great, South Korea was okay, Vietnam was great, Laos sucks. You don't want to be an English teacher here, you don't want to be any kind of teacher here, to be honest. My wife is a kindergarten school teacher, and she doesn't complain as much as I would, and I have. However, at least thankfully we're making it work, and hopefully soon enough I'll not have to worry about money as much anymore. As I said, I've been living month to month for probably the past 7 years. And it's not very pleasant, especially not always feeling secure in oneself. It sucks. But, yeah, I'm trusting that soon enough everything will just start flying. As I've said, I've been here for 5 years. It's about fucking time. Anyway, I hope I'm able to make a few more friends, not just online, but also in the area. It's very difficult getting to meet people, getting to know people, especially around here. And yeah, you'll come to see, especially here in Laos, I know it's the case pretty much everywhere, but here I've noticed it more so than anywhere else, is people with means don't mix with people like me, which really fucking sucks. But yeah, as I said, I've been here so long, I really feel like I should be on the right track soon. At least, yeah, I've got this piece of land which I'm able to do whatever I like on. I'm hoping to get myself some kind of Hobbit Shire setup going here. Quite looking forward to the project anyway, at least. Going camping every weekend is a way for me to escape and to gather my thoughts, and obviously also just it gives me the ability to start building somewhere else, so that's great. Alright, I suppose that's enough rambling for me for now. I'm gonna finish this bitch. This is just to show you what I'm busy looking at. This is now from in front of my tent. I'm lying on the ground and having a look at all the insects flying past my light. Goddamn, son. Just worrying about when I have to get in the tent. I'm probably going to have to do it in the dark. Right, I'm back here a week later and I'm ready to begin the next step of the job, and yeah, I've got to beat the weather. At least it's not stinking hot today, but I really do have to get a move on, as unfortunately it may start raining tonight, and it may start raining sooner than later, and I've still got some work to do. So I'll get back to you. Alright, bye.